How you doing, guys? ZipLock305, ZipLock305.com, and I'm gonna get straight into it. Reading from the KJV Bible app on my tablet. I'm gonna read chapter 13, verse 22, excuse me. Chapter 13, verse 22 of Proverbs. Chapter 13, verse 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. And the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. And I'm gonna break that down. There's a lot of things that you could do to make money. There's a lot of wrong things that you could also do to make money. And the people that are not doing the righteous things, the righteous things, see what I'm doing? Those are gonna be the ones that are gonna be sweating and laboring for the people that's doing the just things. And there's all sorts of things that you could do that's not righteous, as far as even when you're doing things of the law, it may not be righteous, like laboring. In my opinion, that's not the right thing to do, because you're laboring, you're sweating, you can't use your phone. Let's say you're working at McDonald's, and I always throw McDonald's under the bus. You can't use your phone when you're working, when you're at the register, when you're taking orders, when you're making burgers. You can't use your phone. You could barely use the bathroom. Like if you use the bathroom more than 2 times, you're going to get written up or something like that. And you get written up. Like, what is that? That makes no sense. Like, how do you get written up for using the bathroom too many times? And I worked over 30 jobs, so I know the ins and outs of restaurants and just working and laboring. I had security jobs. I had restaurant jobs. So I know. And even in restaurant jobs, just a little tidbit, I seen the servers and the waiters, how they serve the waitresses and the bartenders, how they talk to people. And I realized when you talk to people, you make the most money. Because think about it, as a restaurant, the people in the back of the house, the cooks, the dishwashers, they're making no more than $15 an hour. When the people in the front of the house of the restaurant, like the servers, the managers, the bartenders, they're making the killing because they're getting tips and people are generous. So let's go back to 13:22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. So sinner, or sin, meaning doing something against God's will. Even if you're robbing or stealing, you're sinning. So you can make a lot of money from stealing and robbing, for instance, to go over this verse 13:22, and you can't make a living off of that, because at some point you're going to have to pay the consequences. When you pay the consequences, you're going to pay for everything that you've gotten for the wrong things that you've done. So to make you understand even more clearer, let's say you had an organization like a RICO, like how they have it in the media. You have an organization and they're doing bad things. Everything that you do from that organization, even if some of the things are positive, will get compensated and written off as you was doing something bad. It will get repossessed. It will get impounded, your cars, your house. And it'll go to the people that are doing good, the people that are doing just, the people that are fighting for justice, the police. So you don't want to get your stuff taken by the police, so do the right thing. And if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to start a business, call me at 305-900-0413. My Instagram is ZipLock305, ZipLock305. I have a few Instagrams, but my main Instagram that I be on is ZipLock305 _ Supreme _ Trinity. ZipLock305 _ Supreme _ Trinity. Hit me up, and you can even text me your business inquiry at 305-900-0413. Thank you so much. God bless. So 13:22 of Proverbs, and Proverbs is a good book to read in the Bible. A man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up with the just. So as long as you're doing the right thing, technology will bless you, and I love technology. And that's why I read, you see it, 13:22. God bless. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. And if you want to be network partners, for the next 20 networking people, because I get a lot of calls because I make these videos all the time. So thank you for the people that call me and text me. I make these videos a lot of, like every day, probably like 5 times a day. So that's why I'm making it longer. That way I don't have to make too many videos, because my video count is going up. Because Instagram tells me I can make 150 videos that'll get counted towards my $1,200 quota for Instagram. I'm able to make $1,200 a month on Instagram. So if I make 150 videos from 11 million views is my goal, So I never touched that goal, but I'm almost towards my videos. I'm making 6 a day, and I'm supposed to make 5 a day. So I'm gonna slow it down and make these videos longer. So let me go over it again. Excuse me. I love this verse. Remember, it is Proverbs 13, chapter 13, verse 22. So leave inheritance to your children's children. That's generational wealth. And it's easy. And if you need help with generational wealth, if you need a business partner, like I was going to say, my next 20 business partners that call me, you got a free mentorship. A free mentorship. God bless. I'm giving out free mentorships for a week. So for a week, you get a free mentorship to pick my brain. And I got a lot of knowledge. ZipLock305, ZipLock305.com. Call me or text me your name at 305-900-0413. And let's get this money for 2023. Player, pimper, player. Yeah, let's go. We printing paper message from the Himalaya. Let's go.